it's only 210 foot. And I get to run this
Look
quick.
at how I'm living. Just look at how I'm living.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wild and Free Tennessee, where if you can think it, you can dream it, you can build it. As you can see, all around me I'm building everything. Water, septic, power, I'm putting it all in. Clearing all these trees, putting in my roads, all the infrastructure. So now I'm in the process of offloading my conduits for my panel that's gonna sit here. And I'm gonna have a 400 and two 200s. And then now I've got my cable and some more conduit for the other power that we need to hook up for the RV. But I'm gonna start back here because this is the most concerning. So here, I've got it ready to lift it off of here. Let's see how well this works, okay? I'm gonna try to stand you guys up somewhere close by and watch the fun. Let's get her off there. So we've been working on this for almost 7 months now. It's been a lot of rain, a lot of stoppage, and a lot that I couldn't get out here to get done as quick as I possibly wanted to. I had to do a lot more work than I initially planned, but it is what it is, and we will soon be moved in. We're looking at least a month, maybe 2. I got planned 2, otherwise we're running off solar and pumping our tank. So let's get on this right now and get this power wire off so we can get our panels ready to rock and roll. We're all strapped down, ready to go. Let's swing it this way, swing it around, and we're gonna put it right back over there. Hope this stays on. Only about 500 pounds. Alrighty, big news. We have got our panels all situated. Redid it. I didn't like the way it was before, so I put the plywood behind it. And now we've got everything in kosher alignment. I did the same thing up front too. Sorry I didn't get much footage, but I'm in a rush. We've got T-minus 1 month to get moved on here and finished. Hey guys, so we're back again. So this disconnect right here I've got is much too small for conduit size. I underestimated what size cable I needed to shove through a 2-inch conduit. So I made a bad boo-boo. Difference between about $300 more for the new one, maybe 400. Whatever. So I've got to replace it, and it's actually going to be this guy right here with this big giant throw on it. So I've got to replace this with that guy right there. Let's get to it. I I do hope that these cables are long enough for the new one. Otherwise I probably have to buy more cable. That's gonna suck because it's expensive. So let's get the channel locks, unhook this, and we'll need to punch out that knockout to make it fit here. Get that going. First, you gotta open it up. And then we get to pound it in. All right, we are done. You and I. You guys helped, okay? So I've got this panel. This one's all wired up. I got to get a bigger Allen to fit that so I can torque it down. And then these ones are all done here in the meter main. And then here's my disco, which is going to be going to the house. Now, I still need a neutral kit for this because it doesn't come with one. I didn't know that. So I've got to get a neutral kit because normally this is a 3-phase disconnect. I'm only going to be using these 2 phases here. I could use the neutral disconnect. However, you need that to continue to go through, and I need that to stay. So I will be waiting to cut the rest of these until I get that neutral kit installed. That way I can put my neutral down where it needs to go, and then I can take my cable out. So I got to order that right now, and hopefully I'll get that by the next time you guys look at this video. I've really got to get a little buggy because I just loaded up some other stuff and forgot the main transfer switch, disconnect, whatever, in the Connex. And this is a little bit of a walk. So I do a lot of this forgetting stuff. Let's see if we can start remembering. All right, we got it done. It's on there. We've got the inside all wired up. We got our cable pulled. I just have to bond my neutral. I'm not sure if I need to bond it here or in the panel, so I'm gonna have to go do some research. And then I've got 2 ground rods I gotta drive. Oh, fun, maybe some more. We're getting close, real close, but my trench is not faring so well. So we're caved in, although we're at depth right there. So technically we're good. I'd have to dig this out right here. But technically that's at grade. Down there would be the depth. It just needs to be 16 to 18 inches. So we got something to dig out. You get these septic tanks behind me hooked up too. Got to get that in. Once we get that in, we can move into the property, which will be awesome because then I can do work as I need to and get stuff done. But to get here, we got to get the pets, the animals, the livestock. 36 chickens. We got to get them at home. We got to get them all sitting here. So I still have a lot more work. Anyone want to volunteer? Anyone want to come and work for free? Maybe I'll pay. All right, I'm gonna go get me some lunch and take a break for a little bit. It's hot outside. Good morning. Welcome back to the Wild and Free 2.0. My name is Scotty Wild, and this is my free life out here. I'm gonna say it's free. There's a lot of hard work and money, but I've got an issue. I got to pump this. We got some rain coming. I'm trying to get this trench done so I can put my power in back over there at the power panel. I got to get that spool right there spooled out all the way to the house, and my conduit run up into my panel disconnect over there. So we got a lot of work this morning trying to get this done before the rain by myself. I need more friends. And here's a bigger problem. We've got cave-ins, and you can see I've got to retrench pretty much everything. So I'm gonna start trenching, and I'm gonna dig a hole down there where the water's at so I can see if I have to retrench. If I have to retrench, then I got to move a bunch more dirt so I can get the tracks in there and actually trench. So that's no fun. So I am going to either not record or just give you some feedback after I'm done, because I'm in a hurry and this has to get done before the rain. All right, let's get her going. Tiring. They start caving in on me. I'm gonna have to jump across now. Show up when they say they're going to help. It's annoying. But we got to get this done. Luckily, it's only 210 foot. And this is aluminum, not copper. I'm going to have to go in spools. It's getting too tough to pull. All right, so we got our foam in here. We've got our conduit on. Everything's glued together. Now I just need to slip it up into the panel. I'm hoping that I don't have to unscrew anything, but worst case I can unscrew the panel and get it in. I'm gonna try to shove it all up in, and then I'll start pulling my cable back that way because I got too much. Let's see what we can do here. Gotta move this cable. Oh man, my foam didn't set yet. Oh, gotta put some more foam now. Guess we're gonna wait for the foam to set. We'll give that some time to set this time. Because previously we did not. Oh well. Alright, we got our first cable. This is our B phase. And we're going to crimp it right now with our hydraulic crimper. Use your belly. That didn't work. Yep. I gotta change the die. We need a different die in there. The die changed out. See if we can get it on there. These dies are, for lack of a better word, it's not for this. Get this lined up at least. Doesn't want to work. Go Vivor. I just pulled it off. It's $28 right there that's ruined. Bring you guys back a little bit.